All right, the right side pass, it's one of our basic patterns. It's also probably the pattern you're gonna dance the most in your life, so it's worth getting it right. So in this video, we're gonna talk about a bunch of things you didn't know about the right side pass. So whether you're a beginner, new intermediate dancer, or dance teacher, this video is for you. Miss Megan, my name is Brian B.
It is.
And your name is?
Miss Megan.
Your real name is Megan, but that's all right. All right, so the right side pass. First thing I wanna talk about in the right side pass is it's also called the underarm turn because she is both passing to my right and she's passing under my arm, right? So we're gonna talk about this in 2-beat increments. First hardest thing I think for the leaders in the first 2 beats, and I wore my watch for this, is the ability to turn your hand up, right? As if you're looking at your watch. And one of the things I think that freaks us out is the idea that Megan's hand is gonna rotate in mine, that I'm not going to, by holding this, do something weird to her hand.
You mean your hand rotates inside of mine?
Yes, so my hand rotates. I'm gonna use these 2 fingers, the rock star fingers, and I'm just gonna rotate that up so I can see my watch. That's gonna happen as I begin the 1-2. So I'm raising my hand, 1, 2. Now we've got a couple of different footwork options you can do as the leaders, and we're gonna talk in principles rather than exact footwork. So the principle is, I need to move Megan down the slot, and I need to get out of the way, right? I can do that in 2 different ways. Number 1, I can step back and diagonal and cross my feet, or I can step back and diagonal and bring my feet together. Whichever one, either way, it accomplishes the goal. So I'm gonna cross my feet in this one. 1, 2. Common problem is the leaders might step this way and start to encroach upon the followers. Rule of West Coast swing, on the first 2 beats, the follower's still on that side, on almost every pattern. There's a few exceptions, but as a good rule, she's on that side for 1, 2. All right, Miss Megan, what do the followers do wrong on this?
Well, I think you just covered it. We like to go a little far on the first 2 counts when we first learn this. So make sure you stay on this side for 1, 2, and don't pass your partner.
Now you can go ahead and pass on 3 and 4. 5 and 6. And speaking about passing, if you ever pass someone in a nightclub this way, you might have to have some good fisticuffs. So you want to pass skinny when you pass. So this is something we teach all over the place. It's called getting skinny. So Miss Megan, talk about getting skinny.
So we have 1, 2. When you do your step cross, step, that's already starting to rotate a little bit. When you cross, you want to make sure that you are going skinny down the slot and not facing the way that you started. And then by count 4, you've turned around.
Yep, so I'll teach either the tight cross footwork like she just did, or look where you came from as quick as possible. So Megan's gonna look back that way as quick as possible. Bingo. Now, some of the things that the leaders can do if the followers don't do that is I'm gonna be monitoring my partner. And if she's taking big steps, right? Maybe the first time, now I have to make sure to reach over her head. So I'm not just gonna mindlessly bring my hand down, I'm monitoring who I'm dancing with. So if the first right side pass, she takes big steps, I might adjust my whole footwork to accommodate for my partner. As she starts to get better, my footwork can get tighter, and now I'm gonna start to worry about count 4. So on count 4 is the step before the anchor. We wanna start to create some connection on 4. That's gonna work really well. I'm gonna put you on this side, Miss Megan. If Megan passes me wide, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that hand is barely coming down on 4, and now it's wiggling around on 5 and 6. If she passes me skinny, and this hand can, what I call windshield wiper in front of her face, 1, 2, 3, and look at that, it's already down on 3, and this is good. As we step onto 4, we can start to think about that connection on count 4 as it builds into 5 and 6. And of course, the anchor step, we're gonna cover this in all of our videos. Good basic etiquette, especially when you're new, is to tuck the right foot for the leaders behind, 5 and 6. So let's heel to instep for the leaders and heel to instep, left foot back for the followers. And what that's gonna do is keep us connected away from each other and not let us do something like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come towards each other with that outside foot. I wanna leave that tucked behind. So if you wanna see the playlist of what you don't know about the left side pass, the right side pass, well, this is the right side pass, the whip and the sugar push, you can do that here. And if you haven't got our ebook, you'll want to download that. It's free, 200 tips and tricks to improve every level of your West Coast swing. Anything that you've ever wanted to know, I bet you it's in an ebook. There's some free video resources. You can download it here free. See you on the dance floor soon.